Well, the YouTube table site here with another Unsolved Worcester story that I watched yesterday, and this has got to do with a bar/cafe owner. I'll bring up the name in a little bit, but we're looking at this area right here. Of course, a couple things. One, I would love to do a ghost hunt, and the bar has been torn down. This case is from 1967. And where I got to go to do ghost hunting, it's going to suck because, as you can see here, we're right next to the 146 highway that leads into Rhode Island. But it's tough to say. I want to say this whole area right here was a business, maybe, had a bunch of businesses here. Right now it's a truck repair and the bus line or train line that made this bridge so you can get across, of course, owns this property now due to that bridge. Yeah, I think it's the bus. You can see the little bus thing there. But back in 1967, like I said, I'm going to try my best to get to this place and maybe do a little ghost hunting, because this guy was murdered, of course. And not only was he bludgeoned with a sledgehammer, he was shot with a .22 caliber gun. So I'm going to bring up my photos. Get a little detail here. Here we have the little cafe bar / what he owned. Pretty hard to see a little building like this have a lot of action throughout time, I guess. As long as this man owned this building for 3 years, he had run in with, a lot of, violent fights, robberies, just had an employee work for him and steal from him. So it's just, the list goes on with this place. The whole 3 years, there was something always going on in this bar. Of course, sometimes there's only a handful of bars you can find throughout time that, run legit and keep a clean atmosphere. Other than that, the atmosphere in the bar is not good. Back in the day when I used to bar hop myself, it was like, I'm surprised I'm not dead. A lot of people out there that just do the wrong things. Don't just go out and sit there and enjoy a conversation, little snack, a cafe thing, right? No, it's got to be how drunk you can get, how loud you can get. And who's the better fighter? Always not good. But, it is what it is. You want that life? So be it. I got better things to do. I do have a 17-year drinking problem. And the bar was one of my main joints to take out and just sit there and drink and relax, listen to loud music. Sometimes it didn't go that way for me either, but I was fortunate enough to keep myself alive. But, of course, you could see and wonder what could have happened in this place, or who didn't like who. There's so many thoughts, theories, ideas of why this man was murdered. Excuse me. And to take a sledgehammer after a bullet to the head, someone had to have a very bad, blood with this person. Of course, you're going to, in this story, if you check it out, talk about bikers. 2 bikers came in with the sledgehammer. But unfortunately, that sledgehammer that was brought in or whatever, I think it was 2 bikers or someone else, but someone came in with that sledgehammer and was left behind. So, here we are. Of course, I'm assuming they wore gloves. Because you would think that sledgehammer would still be in the locker for evidence, but is it? Has there ever been prints taken off in it or even tried? The bullet was lodged in his brain. Who knows what that... I don't know if it went through or went lodged, but who knows if that got recovered. There's a lot of... Excuse me. Things that happen, and if they had a sledgehammer, even to go back to the store or try and see where it was bought from, or say so of any, unparticular people that come into the store seeing it, but there's nothing, and it's still, to this day, it's unsolved. But there was so many people that came in and out of this place, and cops were called. They probably were thinking at the time, this guy's just a stupid bum running a bar and not gathering control of anything, and why should we, blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Maybe the cops didn't like him. That's why it probably sits on the shelf. But all in all, it's just a little something out there that always will render back in time of someone's head. We're looking at John Zuromeski, 50. He had an employee working for him. He stole from him. Who knows if that employee didn't like him, or he could have been one of the suspects or whatever. But 12-pound sledgehammer was used, left at the scene. These are the things I always come out with, is right. What's with the sledgehammer? What do you got off it? But I'm sure this perpetrator probably wore gloves, kept it at a, But back in the day, right, the 60s, a lot of cases like this, a lot of times you could say, and I'm sure I'm speaking, the truth, that they lost a lot of stuff. They did stuff and discarded, or didn't take this or try to do that. So, in the end, what suffers the most is the case. Because, what is that word? Negligence, carelessness, of a case. Because, this guy was, just probably a screw up too. And when you come in bringing, like I just said, if you got the wrong atmosphere, cops ain't gonna help you. You want that atmosphere, you get what you get. So, of course, when you see two bikers coming in on motorcycles, damn well the cops will be like, well, all right. This guy's just, we'll keep it open, we'll keep it on the desk, but don't put effort into it, that's all. I guess Howard Johnson, I took this picture just because of the fact that this place don't exist no more. I don't know how, but built in 71, demolished in 1999. But supposedly this place bought the area, which I showed you on the map, and bought his liquor license. You see, they got a little restaurant down there. I don't know whatever happened to Howard Johnson's. That was a hopping place back in the day. I don't know if they went bankrupt or they just gave up entirely or whatever, or maybe the original owners just died and no one wanted to keep it going or whatnot. But I had a Howard Johnson's here in the Fitchburg Lemons area where I live, and I watched that place disappear too. It's now adult, daycare. But yeah, that was sad, obviously, to see. Got the little bar here, boop. And then he goes on to being a big-ass hotel, but all in all, I don't know why they didn't have a camera picture back in the 60s. Maybe the newspaper at the time couldn't afford one, but they also had a damn good illustrator. Probably just wanted to draw it. Did some damn good detailing. But, this is just one of them cases that could have just been, this is one of these bad biker situations. We don't want to get involved. But it would be interesting to know what happened to this fella. I mean, sucks to say. He owned a bar and just didn't go well. But yeah, I mean, just to think how much Worcester, man. I just can't believe, man, how much Worcester has got this. Every time I go out there now, I look at it different. Because all these murders that are coming out and all these murders, that I look into, and a lot of them are pretty much just right into the public's eye. I mean, it's close to residents or businesses. It's just right there. You would think someone would see or say something, but nope. And I mean, that one over by Indian Lake, man, there's a bunch of houses in that area. And, everybody go hang out in this place. You would think people get pissed off and call the cops and they'd be there every night because of the ruckus and the loudness. But, damn, a person got shot there, too. It's like right out in the open. You can just say it's right out in the open. It's like... Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Yep. Stop, drop, and roll, and don't say a damn thing. But I thought I'd throw this guy out there, and of course the police department's looking for any information, but I'm for damn sure anybody that was alive at this time is probably either forgot or dead. But who knows? Just like every other ghost hunt, gonna give it a shot. Hopefully one day I will get someone from beyond the grave to speak, say a name. So that's my next step in this case. Check that out. Got a lot of ghost places to go out here in Worcester, though, that's for sure. It's nice to know they're on the side where I can get to. Well, we'll see what happens. Other than that, folks, what an insane time in that Worcester. Even though that continues repeatedly till today, but it's just mind-blowing how much balls people got to just, go in and kill somebody when all of a sudden someone or something or a cop or something could just pop up out of nowhere. But obviously, not in these cases. But, hey, what can you do? We'll see you on the next video. Be safe. Take care. Of course, always beware, because stuff like this, man, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Here today, gone tomorrow. That's how I live. Because I don't know what's going to happen to me. So, But whatever. If it happens, it happens. I will definitely mostly likely put up a damn hell of a fight. But we can't control things. Take care, people. Out.